Tyson. What was the Mike Tyson question? I asked Leigh that.
Oh, would you rather fight Mike Tyson or speak like him for the rest of your life?
Because he sounds like a mong.
Yeah. That's
But you don't get like a training camp. You've got to...
Yeah, so I was asking questions like, oh, how many weeks training do I get? And he's like, no, you just thrown in.
You just thrown in.
I think you'd rather. I mean, at least
how many rounds?
It could be probably over pretty quick. So at least you ain't got to speak like that for the rest of your life.
Yeah, true.
So I'd say probably fight him.
But if he hits you, you could end up speaking like that.
Yeah, that's true. End up with brain injury or something.
Dribbling all your life.
That was.
He's in proper shape these days now. I've seen it.
Yeah, but me and my brother have been working together, and he don't listen to podcasts and stuff.
No.
But obviously, like painting and stuff is boring as hell. Like, and you cane up all your music.
Yeah.
So like, you just flick loads of different podcasts or whatever. And we found the Mike Tyson one where he's on like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, that was
like,
sick.
I think it weren't even that long ago. Maybe like a couple of years ago or something.
Yeah.
Like, but it was quite funny. He just comes out with some outrageous shit.
He's a Roman.
Yeah. He's proper mental.
Yeah. Anyone's got enough money to buy a tiger is a Roman.
That's what they was talking about. Have you listened to it?
No, I've never seen it.
That's what he was talking about, how insane some of the things like he did when he was like younger and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And at that time anyway, he was like, I don't even watch boxing anymore. He's like, I'm just done with it and things like that. But obviously now he's like training and stuff again. But he didn't for a long time.
No.
He's getting back into it now, isn't he? He's good to fight that.
I ain't interested in watching him fight, to be honest.
I think it's all money making.
I hate all these kind of like people who come out of retirement, like they're like in their 50s or whatever.
Yeah.
Just these stupid fights.
It's not like he needs the money, though. It's just boredom.
No. Although he did like go through a big old phase where he spent most of it on drugs and gambling.
Yeah, have you heard that story of Steve-O from Jackass?
No.
Well, apparently, like they're in like a Hollywood party in like some big old mansion in the hills, and like Steve-O went to the bathroom to do loads of coke. Mike Tyson followed him in. Apparently, he like laid it all out, but Mike Tyson was like, "Oh, have you got a cigarette?" And he was like, "Oh yeah." So apparently, Mike Tyson like empties all the tobacco out of the cigarette, like takes the filter bit out, makes like a roach, and then puts all the coke in the cigarette.
What?
And smoked it. Sat there smoking it.
Fucking hell.
Sat there smoking cocaine.
That's
on the toilet
intense.
with Steve-O.
It's an experience you
That's
won't
what
forget though,
happens.
innit?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Imagine that.
Years to come.
Being Steve-O, just like, that's probably the weirdest thing that could have happened. And it was Mike Tyson.
What? Yeah, you'd never forget that at all.
What time to be alive?
Yeah.
Right, should we ask Lee some questions?
Yeah, we've got loads.
You got loads of questions?
Got that.
This is
No, we have proper we have business meetings.
We've gone like walks.
we got
walks.
romantic walks
Yeah, we got
in the
our,
woods or on the beach or something.
Yeah, we've been doing our hour a day exercise together.
Yeah.
Brisk walking, is
Yeah.
it? Doing your brisk walk
We
together.
we found this like
brainstorming and that.
trail at the back of here. And it's just like this.
Is it that way? Is it that way?
Yeah,
I don't know.
one way. And it was just literally this like straight path, which goes from here to the M11, and it's like.
Mate, it's
30
never
miles
ending.
long.
You can't see the end of it. I just kept walking. I was thinking, this would be great when we get to the end of it. We see what's
Yeah.
actually at the end.
Just no end.
It's an old railway track, and we didn't realise
Oh,
until we
right.
were like coming back. We walked like 10 kilometres and we still didn't get to the end of it. And apparently it goes all the way to like the M11.
Yeah. There's
We're
like
walking
pubs
for ages.
all along
Did
it.
it feel like a pointless walk though?
Honestly, I was knackered.
Yeah, next day
I
I
was
woke
in
up,
bits.
I'm not doing naked.
Legs burning.
Yeah,
I
my
was in
feet
bits,
were
mate.
fucked. And
But yeah.
yeah, that was good. But yeah, so we've got.
See these questions.
Yeah. So how and why did you first get into fighting?
It weren't like anything exciting whatsoever, to be fair.
You used to wrestle or something, didn't you, when you were like young? Proper
No,
young?
I played football for like 10 years. Like, on
Oh,
Sunday league football, like Valley Green and stuff like that.
Like breaking legs with 2 foot tackle.
Or like me and my brother like played on like the same team since we was like 6.
Yeah.
And it's not like we never boxed when we was kids or anything like that. We just played football because my dad loves football. But down like the local, like just like a normal gym really, like more known for like bodybuilding, and you get a lot of meatheads down there and stuff like that. But there was just like the tiniest matted area that was never cleaned. Like there was a punch bag in the middle of it, and it's like, well, it ain't like a MMA gym. No one really cared about that kind of thing. People used to do abs and whatnot on there. And one of my mates was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to." Well, it was called Fitness Factory at the time, so I'm gonna go to Fitness Factory. There's like an MMA class there. I didn't even know what it was or anything. And I was just like, I don't really. I look at it, I was just like, nah, it's not for me. I was like, nah, I'm alright. So I just keep playing football.
Yeah.
But I ended up going, to be fair, and I think the class started with like a 30-minute run or something. But I played football anyway, which was so it was fine. I was like, obviously, probably one of the most fittest guys in like the class. But it was just basics and stuff like that. But there weren't no real reason. And one of my mates kind of just asked me if I wanted to go along, and at first I was like, nah. I was like, no, I ain't doing that. But no, it was quite cool to be fair. But at that gym there was like alternate days. Like there was a guy who was doing boxing classes there, there was a guy like nothing like that technical, whatever. The MMA was just basics. Like sparring, no shin guards on or anything like that. Sparring in tens, like it was just absolutely just ridiculous. Like considering what we do now and stuff like everyone like it's 14s or 16s, shin guards, like it's regulated. It was just kind of no shins, 10-ounce gloves, just like no weight class, kind of nothing like that. It's so stupid.
Beating the shit out of each other for
was the teacher like qualified? He was just some nutter. It was just like
back then it was like this was. I think I was like 14 or something, so it was like nearly 10 years ago. Like MMA weren't kind of where it is now.
No,
like,
definitely not.
It weren't maybe as well known, and like it weren't as kind of there weren't that many like clubs about or anything like that, or gyms that kind of actually had legit coaches and stuff like that. But the guy had like no amateur career. I still know the guy now, obviously. Like I worked with him for a little bit. He's got his own like building company, but he just had a few like low level kind of pro fights and stuff like that. Like no coaching training whatsoever. Just ran like
give it a go.
He knew some stuff, and he was like, I'll run a class. I'll run a class and we'll see how it goes. And I think the first time I went there was just like 20 people there, and like over the course of like maybe a year, it just fizzled out. Kind of thing. Everyone's like, nah, I'm not after sparring relation. It's like stupid rounds, like just grapple until you're tired and stuff like that. It's just stupid. There weren't really that much like a schedule kind of thing. It was like just Tuesdays and Thursdays was MMA at that gym. Mondays and Wednesdays was boxing. So me and my brother both done. I think my brother done the boxing, but I did both or something like that. So we stuck there for a little while, but it kind of just moved to other gyms, and like when he's like, I can't really teach you anything else. To be fair, Geezer was he'd only had so many fights himself. I think he like I say, didn't have an amateur like it weren't like that then kind of thing.
No, you just kind of throws.
Everyone wanted to be like a. Everyone watched some stuff on the UFC and was like, I'll have a pro fight.
I'll do that.
I'll have a pro fight.
When you watch it for the first time, this is sick. Then you get hit a few times, you're like, actually, there's a reason why people like shy away from this.
Go to your first
so much more, everything's so much more well put together now. Like people stay an amateur for like years and years and years until they're like ready. But people
I was just gonna ask that. What is it like because obviously you're pro now, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, like, what is the process of going like to amateur to pro? When do you wake up one day and you're like, okay, well, I want to be a pro now, or is it like you have like a certain amount of amateur fights?
Usually
when you get let into like a pro.
No, there's nothing like that. I mean, so technically anyone could go straight to pro, but they'll obviously get their ass kicked straight away.
That's what I was thinking,
Like if someone's gone through the process properly of having like a decent amateur career, had like fought the right guys, kind of thing, like they've been tested in the amateurs, then they're if you've got a decent head coach or a decent team around you, they'll be the ones to say like maybe it's time to make the move into like the pro like scene, or maybe start a pro career kind of thing.
That's cool.
But they wouldn't, if you're a decent club, they would never say that unless you've had like a decent amount of amateur fights, you've stayed consistent, you've competed regularly. It's all about kind of for like a head coach or like a manager, whoever it is who looks after you, trying to build you up as such. Like, you don't want to just be thrown in there with a bunch of animals. Like,
imagine like your first fight as a pro fight. And you're like, oh, okay.
Oh god.
Imagine doing that. That's what it was like. Imagine that. Like, say 10 years ago, people turn up and they're fighting someone who maybe had like experience in a different like. It said it was like a Muay Thai guy, or they've had some experience with wrestling, and they're like, oh, this is pretty cool. Like, going to have my first fight or whatever, and they're fighting someone who's actually knows what they're doing. Kind of thing. But that doesn't tend to happen like nowadays as much.
No,
like, you
Definitely a good thing.
But it does happen, to be fair. Or you get guys who fight as like independent, so they have no coaching.
Mike Perry,
just like fancy it.
Mike Perry.
Oh yeah, his girlfriend.
His girlfriend was his corner.
And they're not even. Not that it makes it any better, but he's only just got with her as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's a bit strange.
He had his ex-girlfriend who was in his corner as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened.
God knows what happened to her.
His wife, wasn't it?
Yeah, was it
I don't even know if they was married. To be fair, I think they might have just only
He's
just
a
been
weird
married.
bloke, isn't he?
I think he's quite funny.
Sorry.
He's hilarious.
I still like him, but funny.
He was
I don't know.
having a massive go at people for taking too much of his taxes, weren't they?
Is that what it was?
Yeah, he
he
was
was
like-
moaning at the end. He was like, "They take too much." It was like, I'm not one of those fighters like, because all UFC fighters now are on looking paid enough.
Yeah, I want more money.
But like, I'd
Which
happily
is
get paid like 5 to 6 figures for getting punched in the head,
Yeah, I know, but like,
even if I lost.
yeah, true.
True. That's not. It ain't the case like that. To be fair, for like
Yeah.
most people.
No.
like, but like, it's like I think they compare it to boxing and stuff like that. Like a lot of, like the kind of world famous boxers, they're on silly money compared to like, well, like the top of the top in boxing and the top of the top in the
Yeah.
UFC. Like
Massive difference.
there's a massive
Yeah,
difference in
it's
pay,
huge.
but like I'm not an expert on it, obviously. But from what I've kind of looked at, what I've kind of heard other people talking about, to be like someone who's maybe debuted in the UFC, or like someone who's had like a few fights on like in a big organisation in the boxing world. I'm not
Yeah.
that clued up in the boxing world, but
Yeah.
I think they may be earning like around about the same.
Oh, okay.
So I don't. It's only like when they get later on and people start fighting for titles and whatnot,
Yeah,
then
they
it just
make
gets
money.
drastically different.
Yeah.
Like that's what I've kind of gathered from it, but I'm not an expert. But
Yeah. Well, there is a massive kind of pay gap between the two sports, but then obviously boxing is just so much bigger at the
Yeah.
moment than the UFC.
Yeah, I just don't find boxing enjoyable to watch. Like, it just gets
No.
boring for me.
the thing that annoys me with boxing is that people just get fed like 10 cans before they have
Yeah.
like a fight that will actually test them
Yeah.
in I don't know, maybe like however many, and then you see them fight someone who's half decent and you think this guy's actually not as good as everyone thought, kind of thing.
No.
Or but you see some of the guys in like the UFC, every single fight they're fighting like an absolute killer.
Yeah,
And
each
it's just
time.
like Jesus Christ, and they're
Yeah.
getting probably like paid not as much as some of the
No.
guys who've been fed like 10 to 12 cans before they fight someone
Yeah,
Yeah.
decent. Or
Well, yeah, what they're actually having to do to earn their money.
there's a lot of
is
kind
so-
of
They sort of look after fighters.
Yeah.
yeah.
in a
There's
sense.
nothing that does happen obviously. Like in the MMA world, people do get looked after, but they'll always fight someone who tests them unless it's like a last minute replacement.
Yeah.
Say you've been like scheduled to fight someone for 6, 7, 8 weeks or whatever, and they get hurt.
Yeah.
You can't help having someone who's taken a fight on 2 weeks' notice. Either that or you don't fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing.
You need to have like a marketable personality as well to be like a big name, I guess. So I had a Sanya. He was only there for like 2 years, and then he was sort of like pushed straight to the top.
Yeah, like he was
wasn't
big in the
Same
kickboxing
as-
world and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like he was
true.
already
Yeah.
a big name in kickboxing before.
Yeah. Would you ever go into Bellator?
Mate, I'd go to any big organisation.
Would you? Would you like just not be like, oh, I only want the UFC? If like KSW came and like, I'll give you 20k a fight, would you say yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can really. Depends if you're in a position to pick and choose. It's not
Yeah.
like unless you're like some sort of superstar, you're not going to have everyone like,
Yeah.
oh, come fight on my show. Come fight. Unless you're like,
Yeah.
like have a ridiculous following on social media, like a massive amateur career.
Yeah.
Start your pro career off with an absolute bang. Start
Yeah.
finishing everyone.
Yeah.
You're not going to
Yeah.
have the
Taking
UFC
names.
knocking. You're not going to have like all of them knocking at the same time. The chances are you're probably not going to be able to pick and choose where you go.
No,
Like,
still go with it.
It's nice to have the option when you're not good enough. When you get to the UFC, if you're not good enough to stay in the UFC, then you always go to Bellator. Right?
Yeah. Well, that's usually what the people do. They end up becoming like
I
champs
think it's
in
about.
Bellator, don't they?
I don't know. You see a lot of people go to from the UFC to Bellator. I don't know if it's because of the money. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
If
one's
we
doing
get
quite
dropped
well.
usually.
Yeah, or
Like,
maybe there's no more fights left on their contract and they're not. Maybe
Yeah, true.
maybe the
You have to
UFC
have like
ain't.
3 exciting fights, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not 100%.
You get like a 3-fight
I do.
contract when you first join, apparently, and you have to win like obviously 2 out of 3 of them. But if they're excited,
There must be a lot of pressure there. To be
Yeah.
fair, there must
yeah,
be
mate,
so much
especially
pressure.
if you lose like that first one.
Yeah, well then you know you're kind of on the chopping block.
Bugger that.
Have you seen Adesanya and Costa are doing the Ultimate Fighter this year?
Oh, they?
They're coaching
That'd
the
be
things.
sick.
Oh, I
So
hate
you got to try and get on that.
He's a beast, and
Do you reckon
Yeah.
he does roids?
Yes. Surely.
he must be tested up to his eyeballs every other day. or
Yeah.
something. They must be testing him more than anyone else just by looking at
He's
him.
huge.
Him and
Yeah,
Romero.
him
is
and
both
Romero is
freaks.
ridiculous. Bless
But-
him.
Them two, well, they didn't. It wasn't even that long ago that they fought, was it?
No, that was actually a really good fight.
They just cut beasts, didn't they?
Mm.
Have you seen how big he is at the moment though, Costa?
Yeah, didn't he have
He's getting a bit
did he
fat,
tear
eh?
his bicep or something?
Oh, did he?
I think, yeah, I'm pretty
So
sure
he's looking a bit chubby.
he tore his bicep or something, and he would be chubby though. Imagine a guy who looks like that when he's in shape.
Yeah.
He's gonna be chubby when he's
gonna
not.
be.
He's that big built in.
He's the same, yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
he's huge. But there's that. Have you seen that picture he posted on his Instagram? He just looks about 230 pounds, and he fights middleweight. It's ridiculous.
How do your weights cut? Do they go alright, or do they quite
Yeah,
stressful?
they do now. I'm moved up to bantamweight, and it's just a breeze.
Yeah.
But I don't want that. I don't want that real stress of like absolutely. I know there's guys who fight at 125 who are bigger than I am. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
They're lanky though.
yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. But there's also guys who are built who can. But when I fought at 125, pretty much I'd say 90% of every weight cut I've ever done sucked.
Yeah.
Like I never got it right. I never got it right once. I was always like, had like an all right weight cut, and then was just shit refueling, like,
Oh really?
and end up like being dry, like my food ain't digesting, and it was like stomach aches and stuff. And
Yeah, that's great.
but for like bantamweight, I train my ass off, diet well, and cut like a kilo in water on the morning of the weigh-ins, and it just comes out easy. I'm like, I still had water in my mouth when I was on like weighing in and stuff.
Oh really?
That's alright.
I just feel like if I'm not completely bone dry, then I haven't got as much kind of refueling to do. Maybe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You just eat clean, I guess. Like a couple of weeks before, it's probably a lot easier, isn't it?
Like I eat clean the whole like maybe
Yeah.
8 weeks or so. A couple.
I think it's more than a couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks.
Get to an Aldo and just eat bloody 2 kilos of salad.
Oh,
every
Aldo.
day for like a
He
month.
looked like a corpse.
Yeah, he looked like the Grim Reaper, didn't he? But then he was like, oh, I reckon this is my natural weight. I was like, fuck. That.
Doesn't look it to me.
No, I was like, you
Don't
look
look it to me.
bad.
He's war prisoner, mate.
No, bantamweight is for me it's easy, but obviously everyone's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like I can't. I feel like I've already fought probably the biggest guy, or like one. No one's gonna be bigger than that. Than Biggs who I fought.
No, Biggs
He was
was
so
that
big.
Rico guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rico.
He
He
was proper lanky as well, wasn't he?
yeah, but he was jacked as well.
Yeah,
That's the
he
thing.
was huge.
Like we weighed in and everything. I was like, oh, he's obviously a lot bigger, kind of thing, like taller. But he was tall and well built as well. He's jacked.
His arms were weirdly long. I remember that fight. I was like, Christ, he's got the longest arms I've ever seen on a band.
He's in good shape.
Yeah, he was good.
He's a good guy.
That was a good fight as well. That was exciting.
Mm.
I remember that was the first one that I think we all properly went to watch.
I want to know what your beef is with Italians.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is with Italians. Like, there's like a.
You just hate them.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
It's not like it's going to get any more people watching the fight if I.
Well, yeah, you still gonna get a table of 10.
Yeah, still going to get a table
every
of 10.
time, no matter what happens.
I remember I bought it. I was like, Lee better be fighting. I was like, to be fair, if he's not, I'm still just gonna sit there and get plastered.
Yeah,
So.
sit there from first fight to last fight,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Oh, do you go right from the beginning?
I think we missed the
literally get there,
first
like-
couple.
Yeah, we usually like the first table there.
Yeah, we're always the first
Sit
table.
there.
Because loads of tables just arrive, watch their one fight, and then go.
Yeah.
It's like you've just paid like.
That's the thing when, like, in the amateurs and stuff, there'd always be so many people there because they're waiting for their people to fight.
Yeah.
When I was like younger and stuff, I'd be like earlier on in the card,
Yeah.
and there's just like so many people there. And then now I'm obviously dead last on that on the Cage Wars Academy South East. There's like no one there.
No.
It's just like only the people who are there to watch me,
Yeah.
and only the people who are there to watch whoever I'm fighting.
Yeah, it's a shame, innit? But it was even worse last time though, because the fight before yours is one where it literally
Everyone,
kicked off
that's
the other
it.
side.
A lot of people cleared out. And
That
stuff
was
like
mental.
That's horrific. Have you seen the videos from that?
Yeah,
I got it on my phone. Literally, you still like 5 chairs, like dosh, 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 like that.
Yeah, it was
straight
crazy.
over, one return, like these metal chairs flying through the air.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
The waitress was like to us, "Oh, one of my co-workers are over there. Can you go help her?" I was like, absolutely not.
My girl's over there, like one of the waitresses. Can you just go and get her?
Why was she there?
Oh, I think she was serving on the tables.
She should have just left.
Yeah,
just get the hell out. If something like that happens, abandon your,
Yeah,
your
drop
minimum
the
wage
train.
job.
Right.
Save your life.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, we got to tip him well though. That's
We
probably
were.
why I just want to tag around.
Well, you kept, you just
Oh, is everyone chucking their tips?
Yeah.
Well, we just do a whip round, so I was just being really generous. So I was just like, yeah, tenner here, tenner there.
Well, it's bad because when she first came to our table, Ross again
Oh,
was there, and he was like,
It's outrageous.
"Oh, so you've had the baby then?" And she was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, last time you served us, you were pregnant." She was like, "No, I wasn't."
Yeah.
He's like, "Are you sure?" She's like, "I'm
And it wasn't
pretty
even
sure."
like she was fat before and
No.
is now skinny. Like he just got the wrong girl.
He just got
It
the
sounded
complete
so
rubbish.
bad.
Sounded so bad, and she was so.
But it's the
She
fact
was
she was so
upset.
friendly. We were like, "Oh, you had the baby then?" She was like,
Just like he knows her.
Yeah,
Like he knows her on a
literally.
personal level.
So how's the baby doing? How's it all going? She was like,
She did remember us to be fair. She was
She
like,
did.
"Oh, my boys."
She probably couldn't not remember you, to be fair, when you're all like
Proper
beard
round.
up and proper round.
Those nice plastic bottles of Carlsberg.
It's all they serve is Carlsberg.
Yeah,
Is that it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
plastic
grim.
Carlsberg, or like cans of that JD and Coke, which are all right at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Pizza's good though.
So what's it like to fight kind of in front of a...
It's actually nicer, to be
Yeah.
fair. I always prefer if there's like a decent group of people there.
Yeah,
It actually does make a difference.
Yeah.
I find it does anyway. Like,
But you prefer all us being there, like
Yeah,
your
like-
missus and your dad and
yeah,
prefer all
definitely.
that.
Like, it's a weird. I think it's like maybe like a little comfort thing or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I always
that's
spar the
what-
bit. My dad watches me train, obviously, as you know.
Yeah.
My dad watches me train like pretty much every day.
Oh, bless him. That's
Oh
cool.
no, the thing is, he used to kind of straying away from the question slightly. He used to take me when I was younger. Like, he used to actually take me training. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, I didn't drive or anything like that. So when I was actually old enough to drive,
Yeah.
and he used to, even when his car was like, say his car packed up, we'd get the train to training like
nice.
every day, and he'd always pay for my tickets. Like,
So-
say we was going training like 5-6 days a week. That's like train fare
Yeah,
there and back every day.
Yeah.
So
okay.
now I obviously drive. I'm old enough. Like,
Yeah.
I just take him like to return the favour kind of thing.
Yeah.
He's interested in watching it anyway. He likes
Yeah.
to see how I'm improving, and
That's nice.
so it's like a comfort thing kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I know that my dad's there. Obviously, like all my other family's there. It makes me feel like a little bit safer. Almost.
Yeah.
I quite like that because it's like, oh, they're all proud of you as well.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. You know, everyone's there to see you do well and stuff.
Yeah.
So I always kind of like it when there's a decent group of people there.
Yeah.
And I've always been like proper blessed with like how many people actually support us
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because there's some guys who struggle to even sell, like, even at a good level, struggle to sell 2 or 3 tickets
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Get
Yeah.
it from start.
Like,
Can you like hear the crowd level if
you
you're...
can hear it when you walk out, but then
Yeah.
after that, you don't
You just
really. You hear
so
bits and pieces, not like anything real, like just a lot
Sure.
of screaming and shouting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's times like mid-fight or whatever when you don't hear anything at all, other
Yeah.
than your corner.
Oh really? You can
Yeah.
hear them the whole way through?
The thing is, I feel like you're maybe like subconsciously listening for the
Oh, okay,
instruction.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there was a few fights that I had as an amateur where I'd literally pick people up, walk them over to my corner, and then dump them down. So they're like, my
So you
coaches,
can-
So, like,
yeah.
they're right
I
there,
almost felt like a puppet from that point on, because my
Yeah.
coaches are like, do this, trap that arm, like,
Yeah, yeah.
sweep this, like whatever,
Yeah.
get like take that post, like
Yeah.
That's
pressure
quite cool.
here kind of thing. So
That's handy.
there'd be like it's just nice and easy if you're ever in a position where you feel maybe like you could do with a pair of eyes kind of.
Yeah.
Obviously you've got
Yeah.
3 cornermen or whatever, you've got 3 different people there who can give you
All
instruction.
different things, yeah.
You like
See
maybe
stuff
back
you
someone
can-
up, pick them up, walk, or even if it was in their corner, I'd kind of just walk straight all the way back over to my corner, literally still holding the double leg,
Yeah.
just dump them down in the corner.
Come with me.
He's like, come on,
Come on.
come on, lad.
That's it.
That's cool. Was
Right.
it weird fighting in Italy?
Yes.
Was did you
That
have
was
like?
incredibly weird.
Yeah, because I think I saw like a weigh-in picture, like at some pub.
Yeah, that...
Like we had to drive there as well, like because in where we was, it's like, don't get me wrong, like everyone there was so lovely, and
Yeah.
it was nice to be there and everything. Like, it was right before Christmas, all the Christmas lights
Yeah.
were up and everything. It was
Yeah.
cool, but it was quite a poor area in Italy. It was
Okay.
like so far down south, it's ridiculous.
Was it a bit like village?
It was literally a village. That was literally what it was.
Proper
As
village.
village as it can get.
Yeah.
But it
It was
was
a village.
almost, it was just weird, man. It was so weird. Like, one part it'd be like in like an old town. Everything's boarded up. There's
Oh,
no
yeah,
one
yeah.
about like during the day. Like, it's like a ghost town.
Yeah, I've been
so
to places like that in Italy.
so
Yeah.
bizarre,
Proper
man.
weird.
It really is. Like, some things would only open at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon because there's no one about in the day.
Yeah,
Like,
so
it's
there's
so. Honestly, I was like, where the hell is everyone?
Am I the right place? Or...
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. But there's also like a lot of crime and stuff like that, as
Oh,
far
shit.
as I'm aware, like from what I've heard and stuff,
Okay.
like down
Oh,
that
really?
far down south, and like obviously I said they're quite poor,
Yeah.
so there isn't much like kind of thing. There isn't much there. Like me and Charlie, he was walking around for 2 hours trying to find a supermarket.
Oh,
Like,
Jesus.
we'd look on Google, and would go to one of these like Italian-looking supermarkets or whatever
Yeah.
it was. We was like, oh sweet, it's only like a 30-minute walk or something. It's like, oh, we'll take it. There's nothing
Yeah.
else. There was
Yeah.
nothing closer.
Nothing else around.
We'd go there, and the place had burnt to the ground, like, or something.
Oh,
or,
Christ.
there was, and we was just like, we've just walked like an hour. And this is like the day before the weigh-in, and I'm
Yeah.
literally like feeling like
Yeah, shit.
crap,
Yeah.
really. It weren't awful because like, but I still haven't eaten in like a day. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or something, or, like,
Still hungry.
halfway through the day, I've not really eaten much.
Yeah.
What was the
And-
actual like event space like? Was that quite quiet and weird?
Yeah, it was like it looked like a concrete leisure centre. Like,
Oh,
it was just like a
Jesus.
concrete block,
Yeah.
Like, and there was just like a hall in there. Like, it was so bizarre. Like, no mats to warm up on or anything.
I remember you saying when you got back, you were like
no disrespect to them whatsoever, though, because it was lovely for them.
Yeah.
Like, they did treat us so well.
Yeah.
Like, they took us out.
Yeah.
They took us to this nicer part of where we was.
Yeah.
And it was just down the road from the hotel we was at, which actually, it was actually really nice. Like, there was some nice restaurants and stuff, and we'd have like a 3-course meal on the show and stuff.
Oh, really?
Like,
That's cool.
not just for me, like for whoever I was with.
Oh really?
Yeah, like
That's
they
nice.
treated us really, really nicely. They're so respectful.
Yeah.
Like, really, really nice people. But the whole, like, the way they do things, or like
Yeah.
the experience of fighting on a show there. Obviously, it's not as big as the shows I fought on and
No.
stuff like that. And it's obviously quite a bit poorer. Like,
Yeah.
they haven't got the big space and stuff like that. There's only like 10 fighters on the show as well.
Oh really? So it's quite a small
really?
show.
There weren't barely
So a big
that many
crowd,
people. Nah, there's like no people there really.
Really?
No, like even little things like the cage. Like the cage was obviously similar. There's like no sponsors. There's no
really?
money in the show really.
Weird.
Christ.
So like it's just a completely blank cage, no sponsors. Like
That's mad.
no mats to warm up on. Like
That must be
we
so
put
how
Jack,
did you
we
warm up?
put Mason's puffer coat down on the floor.
Oh shit!
Started
Really?
drilling like
What?
passing the guard like ground and pound and stuff like on his puffer coat because there was no
Christ.
mats.
That is tough.
Absolutely bizarre, but like it was. They treated us really, really well, like
Yeah.
the best they could. Like, they made sure that I was fed and watered, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But there was no like the hotel was there. There was no hot water there.
Yeah,
Like,
I
there was
remember you
no,
saying that when you got back.
Like so, I generally couldn't have done a cut to 125 there.
Just
Like,
didn't-
it just wouldn't happen.
couldn't sweat it out.
Like, I wouldn't be able to. There's no hot water.
Yeah.
It's 22nd of December.
Yeah,
freezing cold.
cold.
The hotel,
Borat, mate.
the hotel room's freezing cold as well.
Yeah.
So me and Charlie basically was working out. We flipped the beds up on top of each other in the hotel room because it's like a bunk bed, another bed in the middle, and another bed on the end. And
Yeah.
we literally, I think we put one of the beds like in the bunk bed, and I flipped the other one up on his side.
It's
So we had like
a
this
mini
big.
sauna.
Yeah, but it was so bizarre. We had to try and make a sauna. We turned the fan off
Yeah.
that was in the room. We tried to turn it. Oh no, that's right. We turned it all the way up to the hottest it would go. So it's blowing hot air into the room. Shut the window, pulled
Yeah.
the curtains. We're like putting all of our like warm clothes on, like tracksuit,
Yeah. Trying
like thermals and stuff to try and sweat. Because they did the weigh-ins at like 6 o'clock in the afternoon or in the evening. Sorry,
That's quite late. Isn't
that's
it?
super late.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be early, so I was like literally starving myself. But like, I assumed the weigh-ins would be like 12 in the afternoon, like
Yeah.
they usually are. So I got 6 hours worth of. I was like 6 hours behind
not
or in front
easy.
or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't
Yeah.
need to be kind of thing. So I was
Yeah.
just like, so it's just awful.
Just miserable for that 6
Yeah,
hours
basically.
longer.
But yeah, so like, and I wanted to check my weight on the official scales.
Yeah.
Like, it was so crazy. Me and Charlie are there, like, bearing in mind no one speaks English and we don't speak any Italian. We're Google
No.
translating conversation with people.
Jesus.
Honestly, it was so difficult.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, can we check weight? I text the guy running the show. He spoke English.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
like,
that's
like little bits of English, not
Yeah.
like.
Very
And I was
broken.
like, can I check the weight on the scales, kind of thing?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I'll send someone round. So it sends a guy around, doesn't speak any English, puts the scales down. The scales are wrong, but he ran up the stairs that was in the hotel, kind of like the lobby kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just whacked these scales down on the floor and was like, huh? Just like just gesturing,
Get on.
just gesturing to me to get on the scales. So I like stripped off in the middle of the hotel. And there's loads of people around us. Like, it's just absolutely bizarre. Jumped on the scales. He goes, huh? It's just like, I was just like, I was like, nah. Scales are saying like I'm like 2 kilos over or something. And I knew I weren't that far out, and I was just like, this is not right. So I like picked them up and put them down somewhere else, and I got on, and it was more accurate to where I should be. I
Yeah.
had my own scales, but I wanted to make sure that I was on
For theirs, yeah.
yeah, for theirs.
Just in case.
And but basically, he put the scales down, and I jumped on, and it said like 64. He like, I'm fine at.
Oh shit.
It's like I'm fighting at 61, and he's like that. And I was like, no.
No,
I was like, no, that's not good. That's not good. That's not the
not
right
what we
way.
want.
That's not what I want. And then he just literally picked up the scales and ran out, like
He's
without
probably
even
got-
saying a
Just
word.
like that?
Without even saying a
He's
word.
probably got to run to all the other fighters in the hotel
Yeah.
and make sure they're all.
Got
making
milk a
good-
donkey or something. What?
It
That's
was bizarre,
mad.
and he was like, he weren't a young chap, like he was an older boy kind of thing. Like, he just ran up the stairs, plonked the scales down. I was like, huh? So I jumped on. He's like, huh? Took the scales and ran off.
That's it,
again.
that's all
He
you
just
got.
took the scales and ran off.
Getting paid cash in hand for the day.
Me and Charlie was
Running
just
around.
like, what just happened?
What is going
I
on?
felt like it didn't even happen. It's like, did we just like,
Did that
imagine that
really-
or something?
Yeah. Have I been
That's mad.
spiked?
That would be spiked.
That's
Like, and then
hilarious.
But he ran up the stairs. These 4 other guys followed him. I assumed that they was all together.
Yeah.
Or like, and then, but they all kind of just ran up in like a mad rush. Was like, what the hell? He obviously plucked the scales down. Blah blah. We jumped on.
Yeah.
And then he just ran off, and I was just like, he's just left all these guys here, kind of thing. And then they were just kind of waiting around, like, not doing anything. Like, they just literally, it was the weirdest
It
experience.
sounds bizarre, mate.
It was such a bizarre trip, man.
So crazy.
So bizarre.
So is that probably like the craziest fight card you've ever fought on? Like the craziest set of
Yeah,
circumstances
definitely.
up to a
like,
fight?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I didn't know what to expect when we was getting there.
Yeah.
Because I've never been to Italy before.
No.
But we got picked up from the airport. Someone who had the name of the show on the card.
Oh yeah.
Didn't speak a word of English either. We just jumped in this guy's car. No hellos or nothing.
No.
It's like, follow me kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then we're just driving into the middle of nowhere. There's like along this like main road or like motorway kind of thing, and we slowly just drive further and further away from any kind of like town or civilization. I was just like, Charlie, we're gonna be killed.
We're thinking
we're gonna get killed here. We started driving down all these back roads and alleyways and these tight, literally like you could barely fit a car down them, and everything's boarded up. I was like, Charlie, I think we're gonna get shot.
Charlie,
So we're gonna get shot.
We're all gonna get raped.
And then we come to our hotel. I was like, thank God.
Thank God there's actually something here.
Was the hotel alright, or was that a bit of village as well?
That was in like the village kind of thing.
Mate.
But it was fine. Like it weren't bad or anything like that. The guy who owned it looked a bit like Danny DeVito, little Italian Danny DeVito, and like he made us breakfast and stuff like that. Like,
Oh, that's well nice.
Yeah, I know. They was really. That's what I'm saying. They're
Yeah,
such
like, nice
friendly
people.
Yeah,
people.
friendly
Like,
people. But yeah.
it was nice. It was
What about
cool.
like Colchester? Is that a completely different experience? Do you like looked after there, or is that?
Yeah,
Just,
cool. So like they look after everyone. They're good. Like
so it is like a proper Cage Warriors event.
it's like affiliated show kind of
Yeah,
thing.
it's like the academy, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's good. Obviously, like I think the ticket commission for all like everyone who fights on there is a lot better than a lot of the other shows.
Yeah.
So people like get a little bit more out of it.
So do even the amateur guys get commission on their tickets as well?
Yeah.
Or is it just, oh, that's well good.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Everyone does. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, and some shows are like they barely give you anything.
Really?
Like, yeah. Even if you're like even as a pro, you barely get anything. You get your purse,
Yeah.
and then you get like so much on the tickets, but it's like
No,
laughable almost.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it can be.
I will transfer that 15 quid into your account.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks, mate.
sweet.
Brilliant. Cheers, mate.
Sweet, that's petrol covered.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's well looked after on that card as well. So
But they're
it's cool.
big cards as well, aren't they? It's
Well, there's
like
hotels that
daily
are
fight.
provided for people and stuff like because a lot.
Oh, really?
You think like how many
Yeah,
Norwegians
it's
and
always Norwegians
stuff.
go to
Oh,
that
yeah,
place.
All Norwegians, there's guys from up the
in the high
up
street,
the
aren't they?
country and stuff like that. And
Oh, so they all stay locally then? That's
Yeah.
yeah, we all
Well,
stay
nice.
at the Mark Stay Hotel.
Oh, that's well nice. Oh, even you, so you...
Yeah,
you
well, I don't stay there because I live around the corner.
Yeah,
So it's like,
Yeah.
You get...
You got the option.
yeah, but I go after I've had my medical done on fight day. I go back to the hotel and chill out.
Oh, that's nice. That's good.
Because I went home when I fought Rico. I went home and I was like, "What the hell?" Bear in mind, everyone's like pre-drinking at my house and getting dressed and stuff to
Yeah,
go
I bet
out
it's
as if they're going on
horrible.
a night out.
Yeah.
And
you
I've
kinda
just
wanna be a bit
rocked up.
separate.
And I was just like, "What the hell?" I was just like,
I bet that was horrible.
it was
Yeah.
it was just weird. I was like, I feel like I shouldn't be there. Like I'm in bed watching like Netflix or whatever. I'm just
Yeah.
like, just constantly looking at the time.
Look at your
like,
watch, trying to
just
work
like,
out.
Yeah. Did you
Fair
get
enough.
like anxious build up?
For that
to your
fight, I
fight?
really did. I hadn't fought in a year and a half.
No,
like,
yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I hadn't fought for so long.
Yeah.
And obviously he was an experienced. Rico was like 4-1 at the time. So I was like, I was only 0-1.
Yeah.
Like, I was fighting a more experienced guy. Pardon me. So I was just a little bit like, oh, kind of thing. Obviously, I'm confident in myself anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, it's
It's like
you always have a little.
nerves,
Yeah, everyone has a little bit of nerves. Like you're gonna go out and fight in front of everyone you know.
Yeah, exactly. That is it,
who's-
isn't it?
Or like everyone who supports you and whatnot.
Yeah.
But it was weird. That fight was a weird one. Like I come back and I was just like, I felt fine warming up, but I just assumed that I was gonna lose.
Oh, really?
I spoke about
really?
this. I spoke about this on a podcast the other day. It was so weird. Like I was just like, I was warming up and I felt a little bit shit. Like I had really dry mouth. I was like Charlie.
You got like cotton mouth, don't you?
yeah, I was just like, oh Jesus Christ. But I never get that. Like that's not. I'm never really that anxious before fights.
No.
Like at all. Obviously you get a little bit from waiting around all day
Yeah.
if you're there.
Bit of nervous energy.
But yeah, basically just nervous energy. But I was like, Charlie, it's like my mouth's really dry. I'm warming up. It's like this is not good. But I found like obviously I was telling myself, I was just like, oh, how am I gonna go out and like apologise to everyone like for losing again, kind of thing.
Shit, really?
But then I was just like, well, it's too late now. I was like, we'll just go
Yeah.
fight this guy, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I actually thought, like, as soon as the fight started, I was just fine.
Yeah.
It was just literally fine. Like
That was a really dominant performance. Really, it didn't look in any doubt at any point particularly. Well, from where I was sat.
Yeah.
no, he was a
Fenton
good guy.
goes down.
He had some good scrum. He surprised me with like a few times I tried to wrap up the neck with maybe like try and
Yeah.
work for a choke or something like that, and
Yeah.
done well in the scramble, like trying to create a scramble to shake me off kind of thing at times. I think he swept me over at one point, landed a few nice elbows.
Yeah.
I know his whole game plan. We spoke a little bit after and stuff like,
Yeah.
and I spoke to a few of his teammates and stuff. A few of them actually came to our gym
Oh.
like the week after for some training.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was nice because everyone's. That's the thing in MMA. People assume that everyone's like a dick, like
Yeah.
everyone's like
Yeah.
ego and this that and the other, but everyone's kind of on the same like journey. And
Yeah.
whatnot. And it's like he didn't do as good a job as keeping the range as we really wanted.
Yeah.
We knew obviously he was going to come like the stronger wrestling, but I thought he was a solid guy anyway. To be fair, but
Yeah.
I just managed to work my skills better than he
Yeah.
did his skills. It happened that night.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I mean, I was seeing double by that point, but it was good. Was it a tag team?
2 people in.
Yeah.
No, that was.
I was chuffed that I was able to get that choke. To be fair,
Yeah.
So I was obviously
Yeah.
I was always like trying to work for that in
Yeah.
any kind of grappling.
Yeah, I
Always-
remember up until that. It's like
As a
every time.
Every time I get in that position, I'd always fall into that arming guillotine.
Yeah.
And then to actually finish that fight by it, I was just like, it kind of
Yeah.
it goes to show that if you drill something enough, like you'll find a point in like competition where you think this is the time
Yeah,
to
no,
do that kind of
yeah.
thing.
I remember someone going to. I was like, "No, he's got that in. That's it. That's it. He's
That's
done
it.
I was like, he's done that to me so many times.
Yeah, you've been in that
You're
before,
not,
you know.
you're not getting out of that. That's it.
You can always hear that American commentator bloke.
Oh,
but-
Nick.
There's a couple of them, isn't there? There's Nick and there's I can't remember the other guy's name, but it's really funny to have like American commentators.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
like an
hilarious.
American commentator actually celebrate like him winning as well.
Yeah, I
Like, you meant to be pretty neutral, mate. Yeah,
No, that's
it was funny.
I just remember Johnny was like, "Oh, he's got it. Is that in? Is that it?" I was like, "Yeah, that's it. It's
That's
done."
definitely it. As soon as the arm's there.
Yeah.
I find like working for a choke like easier. I don't know if I'm so short and compact or whatever, but as soon as I get older, someone's neck sometimes like
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Take
probably
it
where
inside.
I'm better than if I was to go for like some of the other I ain't got no
Longer
clue.
ones, yeah.
Like arm bars and locks and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
I tried to work for some Kimuras and whatnot in the last one. Like I'm just useless with them. Honestly,
You got a cheeky arm bar at the end,
Yeah.
didn't you?
yeah, I got that cheeky arm bar, but that was just like
That's like last second as well.
yeah,
like,
it weren't that long left, but that weren't really. I don't know. I could get an arm bar if it's there. Kind of thing. Someone gives me an arm, I
Someone
could
show
probably, I
me
could probably
their
get
arm.
hold of it, but it's not something I'd go for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like same as like triangles and stuff like that. It's like I ain't never gonna get. If I'm on my back, I'm gonna work to get up before
Yeah.
anything else, kind of thing.
Well, my legs are too short for triangles. I just don't have to. Can't get them up there. But I was saying to the guys, they were all. They were like, "Oh, so in training, does Leigh just wrestle the whole time?" I was like, "No, he just kicks the shit out of you on your feet. And if you want to try and shoot on him, there's no point because he'll just take your neck home." So it's like, they're like, "Oh, really?" It's like, yeah, he just doesn't. You
So
hardly
annoying.
wrestle in training.
No, that's
at all.
what I literally. I've said this so many times to like different people, like on podcasts and
Yeah.
or like, little interviews and whatnot. But in the gym, I try and be like a kickboxer.
Yeah.
And then in competition, I'm a wrestler. It's
Yeah.
just-
Yeah.
But I want to be. It's just a composure thing, basically. Kind of calm to do everything, kind of thing. Like to work your kickboxing, work your wrestling, work your grappling. Whereas it's like you get that with experience. You see some of the guys, whenever I see Arnold fight, who
Yeah.
like guy started with like BKK and he's obviously now in the UFC doing really well for himself. You watch him fight and he's just so composed. Like if I could have anything,
Yeah.
The composure.
if I could have anything,
Yeah.
like that I don't, not that I don't have, I have some level of composure obviously,
Yeah.
but if I could be that composed, I'd be just happy because
Yeah.
Yeah. He does stay well
it's just,
calm.
it's just relaxed, isn't he?
Yeah,
Like,
I think I'd just like to not have like the nerves. Like if I didn't feel like
Yeah.
that
like,
comes with
nervous to be
experience though,
fine.
that's the thing, that's
Yeah.
why I want to fight so regular.
Yeah. So it
It
doesn't become a
becomes
big
just
thing.
another
Like
day.
normal, yeah.
So then you can have that kind of on fight day. You can be composed and you can actually just let your skills, like let your
Yeah,
hands
yeah.
go, let your strikes go.
But yeah, then you won't be kind of anxious to throw anything. Won't
No.
be anxious to dive for a takedown.
That's the thing.
you know?
That's the hardest part for most people is just staying relaxed. Like you get even guys who are absolute killers in the gym
Yeah.
who can't put it together on fight day, and like on paper they
course it's not.
don't look very good. Or if you look at their record, you think, oh. But you see them in the gym and they're absolutely
Yeah.
smashing it. It's just
Yeah.
that some of the people got maybe like a mental block, or they haven't got that composure, or
Yeah, it's like you always feel alright at school, but then you have to do an exam and you're just falls
Yeah.
to bits.
I
It's
didn't
that
do
kind of
anything
thing.
at school, so I don't. I didn't do any.
Yeah.
I ain't got no GCSEs on it.
So it's fires.
That's
Still
not me.
good. Just fire.
Yeah. How many have you done at Colchester now? Like
What fights?
main events, yeah.
Oh, that's
Like pro ones.
2. I've
Yeah.
had so many fights. I had my first fight at that same venue.
That Charles Hall.
Different show,
Yeah.
but like I've had so many fights there. That's why it feels so normal
It
to
used
fight
to be
there.
like BC MMA or something.
Yeah, that's
didn't
right.
it? Yeah.
But the Cage Warriors kind of
Franchised it or something, yeah.
like kind of took it over, or
So do you reckon like your next one will be on that London card with that Indigo at the O2?
mate, I'd love to fight.
That'd be sick, because isn't there like that Emra guy?
Yeah,
and,
Emra
and Steve both
fought
fought.
there.
They're all on that card.
Yeah.
So
Um,
it's like your turn next, isn't it?
the thing is, them guys are so experienced. Like they've had
Well, they had
so
a lot of pro
yeah,
fights.
they've both got like decent records. They've both had a lot of fights and stuff. So
You're younger as well, aren't you? So
I'm so early in my.
Yeah.
I'm only 3-1 as a pro, which is like
Yeah.
I've still got so much to learn, and I'm happy to I'm happy to fight on all these other shows, and
Yeah.
then when I do get to like when I get to a bigger organisation, I've had all like the feeling out process in like get used to using the elbows and like the longer
Yeah.
rounds and stuff. Like you get some people who maybe get a short notice fight on a big organisation show,
Yeah.
lose because maybe they're not as experienced as they should be, or not as like they haven't been tested early on in their pro career
Yeah,
on
no,
some of the
so
smaller
fun.
shows. Still fight tough guys, but
Yeah.
yeah.
and then maybe that bigger organisation doesn't have them back.
Yeah.
Maybe they lose a stupid fight, or but I'm more than happy to just take every fight kind of thing, and then when I do get to fight on them bigger shows and stuff, like I'm as ready as I can be.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? I've had all that experience.
Yeah, that makes
I'm
sense.
still like every fight you take something away from it. Maybe you're a little bit more relaxed on the next one,
Yeah.
or
Exactly.
you learn like even from camp to camp you learn so much different stuff.
Yeah. Well, there's so much to learn in the sport, isn't there? Like, I've only been doing it for not even a year, and it's like you go to your first class and it's like, oh, I just do a general MMA one.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, why is that guy so much better than me at this? It's like, well, he does
Some
3
different
specialised
levels, yeah.
jiu-jitsu classes.
Yeah,
You're
and
like,
he's been
fuck,
training
right, I've got to
for
go.
7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, damn, I'm good at everything.
Crazy.
You
Big
just
one,
end
do
up-
you remember one of the first times? Not like the first times I met you, but like, I think I was covering someone's class.
Yeah,
And you came. Who did you come? Were they your mates, or were they just random people?
No, it would have been. No, you
'cause
weren't
Leigh
the
wasn't
first
there when I
one.
went.
I think it was. I think there's random people.
I was covering someone's class.
Yeah,
do you remember?
I remember you
And
talking.
we done just some bits and pieces, and like working some sequences to some chokes and
Yeah,
stuff like that. But
yeah,
that was
yeah, I
so
remember
long
all
ago
that.
now when you think about it.
Yeah, that was about a year. Yeah, probably my second or third ever class. And I was
Mm.
like,
Yeah.
well out of my depth all the time. Just
It
trying
weren't
not
like
to-
great. It was just working some stuff like
Yeah.
I find that works for me, kind of thing.
No, that was really good. It's quite nice that the people can just like easily kind of slot in and just
Yeah.
coach and take a class.
There's guys who spoke to me recently, or like messaged me on like social media or whatever, like, oh,
Yeah.
I want to, who like live locally or whatever, or people that I've known or know of. And they're like, oh, I want to get into like training, whatever, like whatever.
Yeah.
Do you have to be like so good to be at your gym or whatever? It's like,
No, they have like a big beginners class, don't they?
I don't know if they do that.
No,
anymore.
no,
I
the
think
thing
they
is-
just now just have
They're not.
Thursday sessions. And,
mate, there's a
Mondays.
class, there's classes throughout the day as well for obviously people who,
yeah.
like who don't work during the day and stuff.
Yeah.
Those lucky people.
Those guys are usually
Those
train all
lucky
day
people
every
who
day.
just train all day every day.
Yeah.
Us podcast people.
Yeah, that'll be us.
Yeah, you big money making podcast
Yeah.
people.
That would be so. That's what we do.
Yeah, just
Every
train
day.
every day and make podcasts.
Become an animal.
Train by day, Joe Rogan by night.
Yeah,
That's
true.
the one. I said it.
That'd be sick though if you got like a London card of that Indigo.
Yeah,
That's-
man, that'll
'cause we've
be-
been to that before as well. And we saw you there.
Yeah,
didn't
we saw
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good night.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'd
good.
like
That'd
to
be
find
awesome.
that, to be fair. But
Yeah.
whatever happens, like I'm still like cracking on. I'm still
Yeah,
getting
exactly.
I'm
fights.
happy at the pace you're at.
Yeah.
Kind of-
As long as I'm
Yeah.
fighting people who, like, nobody wants to. Well, you say that actually. There's people who do just want to fight bums on shit shows.
Really?
That look good on social media.
Just so they can like.
There's
talk
so
about
many
it in the
guys
pub.
like like you get people who with these padded records, and you look at who they're fought, and not one guy they've fought has won a fight or something
Just
stupid
had like
like
a
that.
Really?
positive record. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pointless though. Surely you want to kind of keep.
I know you
testing
can't help it
yourself and-
sometimes if, like, say, like you have a last minute change of opponent and he's
Yeah.
only like he's done a few
Tin
fights.
can.
Yeah, he's got a few fights less, or but like the next guys that I'm meant to be fighting in the near future or whatever is more experienced, so it looks good for me
Yeah.
on paper if I can get that win.
Constantly
I'm
kind of
fighting a
pushing
guy
up.
who's more.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to be fighting like you don't want to just. That's what we was talking about as well. With me and Jack, we was just chatting with this other guy on this podcast the other day who was saying he was saying that, like from a management point of view, that you don't want to. You want to look after your fighter, but you want to test them. You don't want to just chuck them in. Say you're like a 2-0 pro. You don't want to be fighting a 6-1, 6-0 guy.
Sort of level or age or whatever.
Like if you're around the same kind of experience level, then one of you moves on kind of to the next level from that. Or like if you then become 2-0 or whatever, maybe you fight a 3-1 guy or something. So it's not that much different. Or like a 3-0 guy. So then it's like, oh sweet, like you're testing yourself against someone on paper who's
similar to you.
Yeah, basically. So like the last, like obviously I went 0-1 as a pro, lost my pro debut.
Yeah.
And then the next fight I had, I was fighting Rico, who's 4-1. Which is
that's a bit mad.
But Jack wouldn't suggest a fight to me unless he thought I was capable of doing
exactly.
it. Like,
That's cool.
And then like, that's how it works kind of thing. And then it's like baby steps to get to, like when you want someone who, like, if you want a long career, which I do, like I obviously want to be part of a big organisation one day.
Yeah.
You don't want to just like throw your fighter in with these absolute experienced animals kind of thing. You want to build them up so then they've been tested throughout their whole career kind of thing.
Yeah.
But with the right guys and stuff, like that's kind of how it works.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Then when they do get to the big organisations, they're ready for it, and they've had tough tests.
Yeah, and they're not. They're not just fought bums, and they haven't had to.
But you'd be surprised how many guys there are that just want to fight bums to look good on social media.
I think Khabib's like first 14 fights are all negative.
Yeah, literally. I saw someone post that the other day.
What was that?
Yeah,
It was like
Khabib's first 14 fights that he had.
Yeah.
His pro fights are all against fighters with like negative
one.
records.
Yeah.
Alright.
So that's why he's like 28-0.
He's pretty good. I think
definitely. He's alright.
He's pretty handy.
He's
I think he knows how to wrestle a little bit.
Give him a strong 7.
No, he's.
Johnny said something about Marbella. Your next fight's in Marbella. That'd be wicked.
Like
August.
Yeah, late August. Looking to get. I'm still waiting for like a contract and stuff like that, so it's not like 100%.
Not
like,
official.
Like, nah, but until I'm hoping it obviously happens. I'm still like training and whatnot, and doing bits and pieces. But that's what I want, kind of thing. I want to get out there. And the guy I'm fighting, like I said, is meant to be like he's like 3-3.
Oh, okay.
So that's as a 3-1 guy, he's more experienced than I am. He's got the same amount of wins.
Yeah.
So
it's just that
it's
nice
like it's a test for me. Obviously, I'm fighting a more experienced guy.
Yeah.
But
that's cool.
Like, I want to be fighting people like that kind of thing. I want to be tested all the time.
Yeah. Keep kind of pushing.
I know the last guy I fought, I don't think he took the fight on like a couple of weeks, but I had about 4 different opponents.
Yeah,
for
I was
that
about to
fight,
say you had like 3 or 4 different opponents. Because Lee's got a new opponent.
I didn't even think I was going to get a fight in the end.
No,
I literally didn't even think I was going to get a fight.
Italian though, weren't they?
Yeah, the opponents were Italian.
But the thing is, it was tough. Like, to be fair,
Yeah.
he was durable. I was landing a lot of elbow strikes and stuff like that. And he could have quit at pretty much any point.
Yeah, but he kept moving. He
kept throwing. Like he was throwing back and stuff. He was moving off. Like you could tell he didn't just come to roll over kind of thing.
No.
Like, he's a tough guy.
That was a pretty exciting fight.
There was a few times where I worked for the finish, and I was just like, he could literally just quit if he wanted to.
Yeah,
like,
just give up his back or give his neck.
You were dominating anyway, so.
What's that?
You were dominating anyway, weren't you? So.
Yeah, but it's so easy for some people to get like broken mentally by things.
Yeah.
Like, if they're getting dominated for the first 2 rounds, like
coming back out for the third,
head goes down and all that stuff.
Especially, we was talking about that guy who was saying to did you hear about it on social media in the UFC? There's a guy who's like, in between rounds, was like,
morning,
I can't remember his name now.
Oh, it's Max. What's his face?
He threw in the towel, didn't he? But his coach was like, nah, you got this. He's
yeah.
Like,
See, how do you feel about that? Would you are you on the coach's side there, or are you a bit on the side of kind of from that you've been?
Before we actually spoke about it the other day, like I was just a bit like, I know full well that if that was me, Jack wouldn't do that, or like Jack wouldn't.
No.
But and then he started talking about it from the fighter's point of view, that if he's mentally broken already, he's going out there for another round. That you could get your fighter hurt by not throwing in like the towel or not getting it stopped, kind of thing. So if someone's already in that mindset, if you can't kind of change their mind in that minute that you have in between rounds, and they go out there with that I've already lost attitude, they're basically walking out there to get KO'd. Yeah, they're walking out there to be finished or
take some punishment.
Yeah, like, unnecessary stuff. So at the same time, he's looking after his fighter, but at the level of the UFC,
Yeah.
there's you can bet you won't never see him again fight on the UFC.
No,
they
it's
probably
like-
won't have him back. But
No.
No, it's a shame, but yeah.
Yeah, because he took the fight on kind of 3 days' notice, didn't he? It was like a real
but
short
still, though,
notice
if you're
fight.
fighting at that level,
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine he had an amateur career, and I imagine he's had obviously lots of fights before to even be like fighting in the UFC.
Yeah.
But so he's like, it's not like he's just like a inexperienced guy who doesn't know what he's getting himself into.
No, exactly.
Do you know
It's
what I
not
mean?
like
So
just walked off
it's,
the
it's
street.
kind of it's kind of a weird.
It's a tricky one.
I've never thought like that. Never felt like that in between rounds.
You've never kind of thought, oh, fuck this.
Don't get me
go
wrong.
home.
There's been a few times in fights where I've eaten some damage, kind of thing, and I thought,
Yeah.
like, it does enter your head, kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
there was, when I fought in Italy, like the guy rocked me with something,
Yeah, yeah.
and I was against the fence, but I was still trying to move, and I was still looking for a way out, not like a way out of the fight, but a way out
Right,
of
yeah.
that situation. He's like landing elbows, he's landing some nice knees and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I thought. And the thought does enter your mind. It's like, if there's a time to quit, it's now. But you have the option whether you quit or you move
Yeah.
forward or carry on working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Jack was saying as well, he's been in that same spot before where he's eaten a lot of shots. But you have to kind of just say to yourself, no, I'm not doing that. I'll
See this
gonna try.
round out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just that mental strength.
Yeah, it was
You
quite.
have to be mentally strong enough to
Yeah.
compete. And
It
stuff.
was quite a weird because it's like the minute he sat on the stool, he's like, "No, I'm done. I don't."
Yeah.
He just went, "I
Well,
don't want to be here anymore." And it's like, oh, fuck hell, mate. Like, so many people want to be in
you
that.
sacrifice so
Yeah,
much
that's
to get
yeah.
to that
Also,
position,
yeah, a lot of
you know,
people will work their asses off to get there.
Just even get a chance to be there.
Yeah.
You kind of think, I don't know. Obviously, it's hard because I've never had a fight.
No.
But like, you think in that situation, you just kind of force yourself through it, kind of thing. Just
Yeah.
one more
I
round.
wouldn't like to say those words like on TV. Do you know what I
No.
mean? Like, I don't want to be
Also, because there's no crowd at the minute, you can hear everything.
Yeah,
it sounds
that's the
even
worst
worse,
bit.
yeah.
Isn't it? Like, you can hear him
It's-
saying all that.
I've watched the last few events, like stayed up and watched them or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's mad that you can hear like what the fighters say more
Yeah.
than what you can usually.
Yeah.
Like,
We were saying this morning watching a Poirier hooker. You
I've
watched
not-
that yet?
I haven't watched. No, I'm
No,
watching it
mate,
tomorrow.
it's
I
so
know
mad
who
fun.
won out of.
Yeah.
I know Poirier won, but I actually wanted Hooker to win. Like,
Did you?
I'm a massive Dan Hooker fan.
Oh no, we were going to speak about Steve's fight, weren't we?
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So obviously, did you guys watch that?
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, I watched it on Fight Pass at home, and
I watched it driving home from. I watched it when I was driving, and it's so bad.
well,
I
that
don't
was
do
the
things
first,
like that.
that was before the UFC were doing closed events, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
that was really. I remember thinking this is like bloody weird, because that was meant to be in London the day before UFC London, wasn't it? And they
That's right.
quickly moved it to Manchester because that was meant to be the Indigo.
Yeah,
O2.
yeah.
I remember everyone having to move over, but yeah, it's just a weird day. It was a good fight though, really good fight. I do think he won.
I do as well. I was gutted for him as well because obviously he
Yeah.
come off the Mads fight, and it's
Yeah,
like
that was hard.
2 in a row where obviously
And that's insane though.
Ian Mads is good, and obviously he deserved to win that fight. But
Yeah.
I feel like it's just kind of rubs even more salt in the wound to
Yeah.
get like a decision go against you like that. When I thought he won, and most other people did. But I know Steve wants to run that one back and like, redo that fight. But it's all to do with the scoring and stuff. Like it chops and changes so often.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
The way they score it changes a lot. Yeah.
oh, basically they don't. I'm not like mega familiar to be fair, but it chops and changes so often. I
Yeah.
just can't keep track of it.
No.
But it's something to do with takedowns not scoring if you don't follow up with significant like damage.
Also, you have to like
Really?
advance
Yeah.
your position.
Basically, if you don't, unless it's damage, it isn't scored or something like that. Which is kind of there's like
No.
being like loads
It's
of.
still a takedown though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still taking
Still comes up. Yeah. I don't know.
I feel like if they were big takedowns as well. They weren't like maybe getting someone down off a single or something like that. Like
No.
but just or like a small trip or something. Like they were big slams. Like
Yeah.
that does damage. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that
You
is
pick someone up
damage
and
itself.
like throw them down. That is damage
Yeah.
in my books, kind of thing. And they should definitely be like scored over like a shot, like a not even like a stiff jab or something
No,
like that. Or
yeah.
just like a
Didn't Steve drop him as well? Steve dropped him.
Yeah.
Jab.
Yeah, that's
Good,
what-
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. He did drop him with something. So I know I can't remember now. It was a little while ago, and I haven't seen it for a little while. I would have watched it again to be fair if I knew I was going to talk about it. But yeah, I can't remember if it was Steve who won the first, or no. I think it was Perry won the first. Steve maybe won the second.
He's a weird bloke, the other guy.
He's just,
Moustache.
yeah. I'm not a big fan of the moustache. Like loads, it's like the whole Bronson look, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of that, man.
He's like a bit of a nonce.
He chatted so much shit, like in the weigh-ins and stuff
Yeah, I
as
remember
well.
watching the weigh-ins.
He was
thinking,
like, I'm gonna.
He's like too
sleep
slow.
Yeah,
too slow.
He kept like quoting McGregor at him. It's like,
too slow and too stiff.
what are you doing, man?
I know, it's
It's a
strange.
good fight, but yeah, I do think he was robbed.
Yeah, a lot of people did, to be fair, but I just felt for him. But it'd be nice to see him get back and actually get another win because he's so good, man.
Steve's class.
Like you spar with him and stuff, and he's just, the pressure is ridiculous.
Yeah, and when you watch him spar, he always looks like he's just slightly out of the range where you can take him down, but always in the range where you can just punch you in the face. It's like you can't touch him, but
What weight is he?
145, isn't he?
He is, but he's massive.
He's a
big
big
boy.
bloke.
Like he's solid as well. Like he's not.
Yeah.
Like he's generally a solid guy. Like,
Yeah.
you try and take him down, and it's like hitting a wall at times,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And he's well rounded as well.
Yeah.
Like you go for the takedown lots of times, he's always trying to work. He's either trying to work for a choke, getting up straight away, or like it's very rare you can take him down and just kind of just hold him there, or or like he'd always create a scramble as soon as he hits the mat and stuff like that. So it's difficult, but he's a strong boy.
Yeah. To be fair, BKK's got quite a few guys at the moment who are kind
Even like high level
of
like amateurs and stuff. Like.
Yeah, like we've got a load of guys who've competed, which is nice. Just been sparring, usually a bit like just take the fuck away from them, or even take them head off.
CTE Central.
Basically, we all joke about it, but it's like we all joke about everyone's brain damaged and whatnot.
You always just hear Jack and go, right, just take the power down, you just hear like something smack somewhere.
Some people don't know how to like reel it in though. It is annoying because sometimes the rounds that aren't like that. Like you don't have to have a fight every single round, but some people don't know how to not, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, there's some guys that you go in there with and it's like life and death. And
like every time
they're going to take your head off if you don't kind of.
No, I always just hit someone as hard as I want to get hit.
Yeah, that's the
But
thing.
you always get someone who get like some cheeky dig in.
The thing is, you get guys who come in and it's almost like they set the bar at what the round's going to be in like the first 10 seconds. It's like, right, the first like 3 shots they've thrown, they're trying to take my head off. So that's going to be the rest of the round.
Yeah, because you can't then fight lower than that. Otherwise, you're just going to get your head taken off. So
I'm not the type of person to try and take someone's head off and be a dick in sparring.
No.
Unless someone tries to take my head off.
Yeah.
Then I'm quite happy to.
You're not there to do that though. You're there to get better.
Yeah, exactly. You're not there to have a fight. You're there
to like a proper fight.
Some rounds end up like a bit of a fight, which ain't, but it's not. It ain't big and it ain't clever.
No, but like if you start like the round off slow and it slowly kind of builds into that, and both people are like building into that, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you've got one guy that's coming in who's trying to get better, and the other guy just comes in and is swinging for the fences, it's like fucking hell, I don't need this.
Yeah. Have a day off, mate.
Also, if people got fights coming up, you don't want to be injuring that person.
No, you don't want to be knocking them out.
No, that must be worse as well.
Yeah.
You really don't want to be injuring that person because, like, you're putting them in danger.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
missing out on their. Say, for example, they are professional and they're fighting on a big show or whatever.
Yeah.
They've sold a lot of tickets and you injure them by being stupid, by throwing like a stupid kick to the leg or like even say you rock them, give them a concussion or something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's them for 2-3 weeks done. You know.
Like some people get like bad like concussions and stuff like that, and you wouldn't be able to fight.
No, exactly.
Like some people do suffer.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. But to be fair, at BKK it ain't really like that where like we're all such good friends. Look, no one's really trying to hurt each other. Obviously, some people go harder than others, and some people do take the piss a bit, maybe. But at the end of the day, we're all mates, kind of thing. So no one wants to like hurt someone or injure someone or something like that.
I think that first sparring session back, when everyone's back in, like all of the non-competition guys.
Everyone's going to be out of shape.
Yeah, everyone's going to be out of shape and going for it.
100%.
I'm not looking forward to that first wrestling class. That's going to be minging.
Wrestling's cool though. On the Friday night.
Yeah.
You should come down to that at some point. I think you
Yeah, that's it's so good. But
is that a Colchester or Chelmsford?
Chelmsford. The first one I did, I was like, oh fuck, that was hard. And it's like, yeah, that's the warm up. I was like, oh shit, okay.
Depends. if there's people fighting, then it's usually like difficult.
Savage, yeah.
It's usually
Really,
proper
really
savage.
shit.
Like the mat ends up like an ice rink.
Yeah.
Especially in the summer, the mat ends up like an ice rink.
Yeah.
Like everyone is just half dead, like just profusely sweating.
Yeah.
But it's cool to get in that kind of state.
Yeah.
Because you definitely push boundaries when you're that
100%.
tired. You've been wrestling obviously like the situational sparring, like you start in a bad position
Yeah.
a lot of the time. So working out of bad positions, like at least there's some kind of like being like familiar with it when you're in competition and stuff, and you end up say you're on the bottom and someone's like
Yeah, you know.
on top of you and like side control or something like that. You've worked to get up there when you're tired already.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, like you finished them, you're like that was awful, but also like great at the same
Yeah.
time. It's like it feels like a sense of achievement to actually like complete it rather than
No, sounds good.
not just die.
I always find, especially being Friday as well, it always sets you up for the weekend. I think.
Yeah.
It actually does. Like even if you ain't got a fight or anything like that coming up, say you're just training normally, say you're going out or whatever, or
Yeah.
you've got some plans after training or whatever.
Sweat out, get a bit of detox before you destroy
Yeah,
it.
it literally is.
Basically.
But no, it just gives you a good feeling, doesn't it? You think,
Yeah.
oh, I'm happy. Like,
I've got my workout for the weekend done.
But then we
nah.
got
Then we got-
Saturday.
You've
as
got
well.
Saturday morning,
Yeah,
then
got that.
then the pros all spar on Sunday and beat the
Yeah.
hell out. It's horrible.
Jesus.
That's the thing. Sometimes it's like when you've got fights coming up, it's quite nice afterwards. Just have a normal weekend.
Yeah, just have a weekend off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just have 2 weekends off, maybe 2 or 3. Like, and just
chill.
yeah. But you don't really miss much, to be fair. When you look at what everyone else is doing,
No, it's like
it's like I wouldn't change what I'm doing with my weekends. Like wrestling on the Friday, training Saturday, sparring Sunday.
yeah,
I wouldn't change that. I still do stuff on my weekend.
yeah.
It only takes up a small portion. Especially
exactly.
we spar at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday.
Yeah, that's pretty horrendous.
8
Could
o'clock.
not do that with a hangover either.
CT breakfast.
Well, I don't even bother drinking if I've
No,
got
No,
like,
I
no,
wouldn't.
no. If I had to get off at 8, spot.
Yeah.
it's
I've
horrible, mate.
done one Saturday session with a hangover, and I thought I was going to die the whole time. I was just instantly sweating.
I think I was there. to be fair.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh, was that after?
that was after Steve's fight, I think.
Yeah, it may have been, to be fair.
And I was there, and I was like, oh,
It
this
was like horrible ale we had to drink.
yeah, a load of ale. I had the worst hangover ever. I'd gone to bed about 2 in the morning,
Yeah.
and then like instantly someone's like power double legging you, and it's like,
You just sweat more, don't you? And you just feel a bit sort of nervous about having to move. Because you're like,
Yeah.
I could vom.
I could vom.
I
very
find
easily.
like training early when you're dehydrated. Anyway, regardless if you've been drinking or not, like even if you're like in a training camp or whatever, how bad you feel
Yeah.
like when you're dehydrated. Say, I sparred recently. Well, no, I didn't actually. It was all social distancing. We sparred with long sticks.
Touch far
Um,
from afar.
But
Capoeira.
yeah, not touching each other.
Ooh,
Like, I
capoeira.
felt so bad. I was just so like dehydrated, but I then like sparred with I drank 2 litres when I woke up, like
Yeah,
on the way to, or like from when I woke up to when I got to the gym, and I felt like a completely different person.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is mad. Like, but I think where was it? I heard it somewhere. It might have been on a podcast or something. Like apparently your athletic output is like can drop, or like your athletic ability or whatever can drop 25%
Jesus.
if you're
you're
dehydrated,
dehydrated.
compared to when you are like
Really?
hydrated. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot when you think about
You
it.
feel better mentally anyway when you know you've drunk loads of water.
Yeah, exactly.
I just get a headache. I just dry. If I'm dry, I just get hit.
Yeah.
I'm just like automatic headache.
How did you select your walkout song? It's probably one of our final.
So
ones.
I've
Was it Jake Bug
yeah,
last
I
time,
got
was it?
I've had Jake Bug apart from a pro debut for like 3 years.
Really?
With the same song.
Yeah. Like it's not even one of my favourite songs anymore, kind of thing. But
Just kind of superstition sort of.
one, I've never lost with it.
No.
Never.
Yeah.
The first time I had it was when I fought in Leeds,
Oh, yeah.
and the atmosphere there was so cool.
Yeah.
Like, it was at like the O2 Academy there on
Yeah.
Almighty Fighting Championships.
Yeah.
I put the video actually from the
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the fight up on my Instagram recently, and I walked out to it for like the first time. But it was one of these places that's got like a balcony,
Oh,
so
no,
like right above the cage. Obviously, there's everyone there, and there's like
So
TVs
quite
and
packed
stuff
out,
like
yeah.
that, so you can see all like your walkout and whatnot.
Sick.
Like bloody smoke cannons and whatnot,
That's
or what,
class.
lights going. And then I looked up and there's just people all around this balcony. I was like, this
That's
is
wicked,
this is
yeah.
mental.
Yeah.
So then every time I had it in future, it reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Sort of hypes you up a bit.
Yeah, and it just hypes me up a little bit, kind of thing.
I'd
Nice.
love like that walkout feeling. I bet
Yeah.
it's sick, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool, to be fair.
I think
Yeah.
the 5 minutes up until that point where you go out were probably
Yeah,
just
just a
a
bit.
rough. Just sat there like
It's just a bit-
pacing about. but
Yeah, it's literally you just kind of walk
Just
around.
pace,
And
Yeah.
it is kind of quite. It's a weird feeling, but then as soon as you walk out, it kind of just goes.
Oh.
Yeah.
As
What
soon as
makes
you-
you pick that song though?
I just liked it at the time. Literally, I just had loads of Jake Bugg on my. I think I'd Apple
What one
Music.
is it?
Seen It All.
Yeah, that's a banger too.
It is a banger,
Yeah.
and it kind of starts off like it's hard. It's difficult with some songs. They're good songs, but they got like a long intro
Yeah.
or something. So
Yeah.
you got like 20 seconds or something to walk out.
Yeah.
You want something to bang straight away, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, yeah.
Straight at it.
That's cool. So.
But I've never lost with it either, so that's why I keep having it now.
Oh yeah.
The one time I had it, the one time I changed it, I lost and broke my hand. I was like, not changing that again. I think it was All of the Lights.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So you got PTSD to that now.
Yeah, I deleted that song off my phone.
So what did you actually do to your hand? Did you just snap
Yeah,
it?
just it was with a jab or like a.
Was that it there?
Yeah. So I got like a plate and stuff in there. I broke that bone, and
Apparently that's one of like the hardest places to heal or something is in that part of your hand because there's not a lot of blood flow there.
possibly like I never went to any of the physio, which was stupid.
Yeah.
But at the time I didn't have a driving license, so and like everyone was busy or whatever. So
Yeah.
I was like, ah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But like I had got like a plate and shit in there, so. But it
You
took,
had like proper surgery on it.
yeah. They,
Yeah.
it's quite weird actually. Like when the way they did it, obviously you're awake, but they ultrasound your armpit
Oh.
and stick like this thing in, like this needle in your armpit with like this like so it looks
Drip?
like it's on a drip, and they
Yeah.
like place like this stuff that numbs it all around the nerves. So
Really?
they ultrasound to find the nerves and then like numb it around. And they was like, oh, we need you to keep like trying to move your arm until it goes like
You
dead.
can't use it.
Yeah.
That's
Mate.
awful.
It was weird, like so I was like that, and then there's like, oh, now let go of your arm, and I just went bomb, and I was just like. Ooh. It caught me off guard kind of thing. I was laying down on a bed and I literally nearly lost my arm over the bed. I was just like, whoa. I was just,
Scary.
but it was
Was
literally,
you were awake the whole surgery? Like you
yeah.
Yeah, did you get to like watch it all happen, or you a bit like squeamish?
No, they've got. I wanted to because I didn't feel any of it. I was trying to watch it in the reflection of the surgeon's glasses or his
Yeah.
goggles or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I accidentally like ruffled up the blue like sheet they put over you.
Oh, yeah,
And I couldn't see it. I was just like,
Oh, that's annoying.
That's nice.
but I heard like the
to watch.
drill and all that kind of thing.
Oh really? Could you
The
kind of
drill.
feel like
yeah,
vibrating
when
through
they
your
put
arm?
screws in it kind of thing to hold that plate on.
Right. So was it a real bad break then?
The bone kind of like broke, and I think
Was it like that? Like,
yeah, it's like right in the middle. And I got a photo on my Instagram somewhere actually. And like I think when they tried to pull my glove off, it like pulled it apart,
Oh,
and then it
jeez.
like as it went back, it kind of like the bone was like sitting on top of it, kind of like on top of
Was it
itself.
poking out the skin or not?
No, I weren't poking out the skin, but it looked like there was a bloody golf ball under my hand.
Right. You said it was like the first punch pretty much.
Literally was,
Surprised.
yeah. So it's like
Did you feel it straight away, or did it
Yeah.
like?
literally like. And then I kept throwing it,
Yeah.
and it was just hurting. It was like made you wince kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Look at that, man.
It was annoying because like you try to take someone down or whatever, and you can't actually like.
Correct.
I remember I tried to like. I think at the time I took the guy down, and ended up in his guard.
Yeah.
And he like started working with the legs, trying to get like work for a triangle or something like that. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. And he like put his hand on the back of my head and was like landed some shots. And I tried to like, obviously in that position you try and strip the hand off.
Yeah.
And I've got that, and it's like jelly hand. I just couldn't I couldn't actually peel his like
so bad.
hand off my head because I was like, what's going on here?
It does feel like you just not got a limb though.
I don't know. There's worse things that's happened to people, and people have still won. Like,
Yeah.
I
but
suppose.
I don't know. It didn't go right from the start. There's a few other things as well. Like
Yeah.
that could have gone better. Like the wake up was still poor. Like I felt like a little bit drained.
Were you still at flyweight for your
yeah.
first?
Then after that, I was like, I can't do that.
And the walkout song. Just
And the walkout song.
Walkout songs are hard.
No, wake up. It was just
Yeah.
bad. The actual show itself was sick though. Like that was
Yeah.
at the Echo, in like the little auditorium bit
Oh,
in
cool.
the
Oh,
Echo Arena in Liverpool. So it was
Yeah,
sick.
that's class.
And it was like proper like that's probably like the most professional-ish like show I thought. Like
Yeah.
in like a little arena like that kind of thing. It was
Yeah.
cool.
That's wicked.
It was good.
sounds cool. Right,
Sweet.
shall
We
we?
good?
I feel we're done. Yeah. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
We need
chaps.
to introduce Lee in that, but you know, done a whole podcast.
Yeah, that's alright. Just do like a little description of him in the bar.
Yeah.
Link his
Got a little
Instagram.
bio.
Work
His
it out for
bio.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make sure you watch the
send me
next
some
fight.
craft beer, you bastards.
Yeah.
Send us some goddamn.
Send us some sponsors.